So when we talk about the queendom, we're really talking about us as a community, and we came together because we knew as individuals the way we were working and operating. We wanted community. So I don't know, Deb, tell me a little bit more about community from which you came from.
So I grew up in the Caribbean, and I grew up in a family. We call ourselves the restaurant family. My mom was the chef, and that was our family business. And I can remember from in primary school, we would go to school, but when we came home, we had chores associated with helping the family to run that business. And so that has influenced how I work, because embedded from that experience, embedded into my DNA, is the sense that everyone contributes, and everyone's contribution is value add. So I can remember as a youngster when I learned how to make salads, that that was a small contribution to the enterprise, but I was really proud of the salads that I made. And so yeah, foundational for who I am, how I work, and how I encourage people to realize, no matter what is, no matter what part you bring to the conversation, that is equally as valuable as something else that someone else brings. So community is really, 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 really important.
Hmm. Everyone matters.
Yes.
Everyone and everything matters. Rubina, what about you?
Yeah, well, in regards to community and my own experience, I mean, for me, I feel like I grew up in a nuclear household where, like my grandparents lived together, my aunts and my uncles, we all lived together. Um, and then when I lived in the US, it was my family, but then we had a community of friends, and we supported, like that supported each other, like that if my mom needed help or if somebody needed babysitting, we all helped and supported each other. And so for me, that taught me that one, I don't have to do something alone, that there are others that support us. So if there's some dream or there's something that I need to get done, that I may not have the solution to it, but I have a community that I can go to that could help and support me, around that.
Yeah.
So for me, I feel like I was raised in a community as well, right? So, and I thrive when there's more than one person around me, for brainstorming, for ideas, for connection, for support. Because I mean, although I like to think I'm smart, um, but
You
there's
are Dr. Rubina.
yeah, that's right, really. Like, but I believe, like, but more than just me makes it that now the room is even more smarter, because I
Mm.
have my expertise, but the people around me have their expertise. So we all bring our expertise together to solve the problem, and that's why I love working on teams, working in organizations to support not just teams but individuals that work with teams.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like you. I you know, I feel like I had that very typical American upbringing. It was our mom, dad, my brother, sister, but there was the sense of community, I think, was just like in the background. It wasn't created. I mean, we had the holidays where and I had activities as a kid. I grew up having activities that had me in communities. But as I got older, especially in college, I had to create community, or I stumbled into them and found them. And I know that I discovered my best self, my ability to succeed, my ability to prosper has always come inside a community. And when I haven't had one, I have, it occurred for myself like I'm really in the desert, just withering in need of hydration. But
Right.
as part of it, when I think about us creating the queendom, this notion that wherever you are, and it was true for me in the corporate setting, especially as a manager, there's still a sense of isolation. Even, I mean, I led a team of 100 people. I was the deputy, there was a director, I was, so I had partnerships and collaborations, and the experience of community was not always present. And as a result, so you could have people, you could be around people, and you could have bodies, but if community wasn't present, like wasn't created, and I kind of define it as like the space where we're able to be ourselves, we're able to share authentically and openly about what we're dealing with, and have people listen to us, hold space for us. I think that's a term everybody's using now. um
Right.
don't always need advice, just listen. And that sense of community has been a clear example for me of when I've had it, how much I've been, felt successful and accomplished and able to really achieve, and when I haven't had it, how difficult and lonely and hard the road has been.
Right.
So I'm loving that we created the Queendom collaboration and the community that we're building.
Right. Right. No, I